This message is just for you. You are good enough. This is the episode for you. If you feel like you're the worst suited person to language learning that there ever was, the least likely to succeed, either because of who you are or the time or place that you're doing it in, I made this video just for you. So today I wanted to record a quick message just to reassure you that so many of us feel like the obstacles that we face in our language learning are the thing that's going to throw us completely off track. We imagine that if only this thing didn't exist, or if only we had this thing, then the journey would be smooth sailing and our success would be almost guaranteed. And that can lead us into the trap of identifying the obstacle, fearing the obstacle, resenting it, and then looking around to see who doesn't have it and telling ourselves all kinds of stories. And then finally, we end up resenting ourselves for being the person who has the obstacle. And it's so easy to do because we feel like we're being so practical and that these thoughts are the key to just getting rid of it. But it's an illusion because it's kind of working on the implicit belief that the aim here is to be the perfect language learner operating within the perfect language learning landscape. And the obstacles are just signs that we're falling short of that. And that isn't fair. And so I was thinking about what the true archetype of a language learner would look like. And here is what I came up with. This, for me, is the 17-point bingo card for the perfect language learner. I'm sure you would be able to add more things. So for me, the ideal language learner would have, number one, the bilingual or multilingual upbringing, ideally in non-related languages, so that they've got this solid basis for learning languages from all kinds of language families. Number two, enough financial security that they can buy or sign up for whatever they want. Number three, lots of spare time to study. Number four, plenty of headspace and complete ownership of their time with nobody making demands of them. Number five, a quiet, calm, comfortable place to work. Number six, a brain and a body that immediately goes along with whatever you tell them to do and that have no inconvenient demands of their own. Number seven, an international environment where they come into contact with lots of languages every single day. Number eight, a good support system or community where they can practice and they can try things without fear. Number nine, the passport, the job, or the visa that lets them move to a country where that language is spoken. Number 10, a great memory. 11, great ear for languages. Number 12, the super logical brain that can spot all of these patterns and make sense of them. 13, great attention span. 14, innate love of the language learning process. 15, social confidence, the ability to just chat to all sorts of people wherever you go, makes friends super easily. Number 16, the confidence that they just have a gift for language learning or learning full stop. They fully trust themselves to do this and do this well. And number 17, unwavering faith in the language learning process. Just knowing deep down that it's going to work. And that's the thing. I don't know if there is anyone in this world who has that full bingo card. And I know that not all items on the list are equal. I know that some of them are really high value and that the lack of some of them can be really debilitating. I don't want you to think here that I'm downplaying the advantages that they can give. But what I am saying is, it can be so easy to think that any one of these things, especially the one that you feel you lack the most, is the magic key to unlocking your language learning. And that is where it's not true. The thing that you want the most on that list, someone else has it and they're still struggling with their language learning. And that person that you think has a great memory or a great ear for languages, well, she is looking at someone else with a better memory and a better ear for languages. And that person, well, she's finding workarounds for something else that she feels isn't working. Essentially, nobody has the perfect self, the perfect brain, the perfect circumstances at any given time. And a lot of the tools that we do have access to can vary on a daily or even hourly basis, especially when we're thinking about energy and health and concentration or phases of life. So I think if there's one takeaway from this episode, it's that having the tools for success and feeling like you have the tools for success are two completely different things. And while a lot of us focus on getting more things off that list through tricks and hacks and doing all the things that we do to try and level up in life, it's also really worthwhile from time to time to stop and look at what we do have working for us right now, what we do have access to, and making sure that we're not letting anything valuable fly under the radar. And what I also really want to remind you today is that while your set of challenges and obstacles in your language learning is unique, having challenges and obstacles really isn't. So don't let their presence tell you that you're alone in this or tell you that you're uniquely placed not to succeed. We all find language learning sometimes because language learning is something that pulls on almost every aspect of our life. So wherever something isn't working, we will feel the impact of it. But that also means there's so much advice out there, and whatever struggle you're coming up against, there will be people out there who have some really good advice or tricks or things that they've done to deal with it. And recognizing and accepting the unique set of traits and circumstances that you have, as well as acknowledging that some of them are temporary, can be so important in carving your own path as a linguist. Learning how to put each of those things to good use is such a turning point in feeling like you're in control of your language learning process and that you're working with yourself and with your environment and not against it. You have so much to give language learners and you're doing an amazing job. Keep going, keep chipping away at it, and you will get there. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here tomorrow.